Hello everyone, welcome back. In previous lecture, I explained about the objectives of metrology and also discussed about the methods and types of measurements. Now let us start with our today's lecture. So today I'm going to explain about what is precision and accuracy. You have heard this word many times repeatedly that what is precision, what is accuracy. Okay, now the term precision and accuracy are used in connection with the performance of the instrument, which means the how the what will be the performance of the instrument. So first let us discuss about the precision. So precision is the repeatability of measuring process. It refers to the group of measurements for the same characteristics taken under identical conditions. What is means repeatability of measuring process? Suppose if we want to measure a particular length, okay? Suppose the value over here is 10, okay, 10.02. Now this is our first reading, and suppose we are taking here the second reading, that is also 10.03, okay, and the third reading is also, it is 10.01. So the value we get is nearby to the our original value, which means the precision is the repeatability of measuring process, that we don't get we have too much variation. It refers to group of measurements for the same characteristics taken under identical conditions. Okay, so it indicates to what extent the identical identically performed measurements agree with each other. What it means कि ये जो यहाँ पे आइडेंटिकल जो हमारा आइडियल, सपोज यहाँ पे आइडियल जो स्टैंडर्ड है, सपोज ये आइडियल ओरिजिनल लेंथ है 10.00, सो उसके नियर बाय जो वैल्यू है, ठीक है, वो हमको कितनी मिल रही है, ठीक है, आइडेंटिकली परफॉर्म्ड measurements agrees with each other. If the instrument is not precise, it will give different widely varying results. Okay, so for the same dimension when the measured again and again. Okay, so if the instrument अगर precise नहीं होगा, so it will give different widely varying results for the same dimension when measured again and again. Suppose uh, here there is an error in the measuring instrument. So suppose it will measure here, the we are taking new reading. So first we get 9.00, then again if we there is error in instrument, it will show second reading. If we take, then also it will be showing 9.01. So third reading if we take, suppose it is showing 9.03. Now the values are repeating, which means it is nearby to 9, which means the repeatability of measuring process, which means we get identical measurement, which means these are the identical measurement. But what happened, the instrument is not precise, so we will get the same dimension when measuring again and again, but we are not getting the exact value word because there is error in instrument. Now the set of observations will scatter about the mean. The scatter of these measurements is designed as theta as the standard deviation, and it is used as an index of precision. Okay, so the less the scattered, more the precise is the instrument, which means less the scatter, more the precise instrument. Thus, the lower value of theta, that is standard deviation, more precise is instrument. जितना स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन यानी कि स्कैटर ऑफ द मेजरमेंट कम होगा उतना इंस्ट्रूमेंट प्रिसाइज होगा. Another second term is accuracy. Now, accuracy is degree to which the measured value of quality characteristics agree with the true value. अभी यहाँ पे जो हमने एक एग्जांपल लिया था, ठीक है, सपोज ये जो लाइन का, ठीक है, वो अगर इसकी जो ट्रू वैल्यू है दैट इज 10, नाउ द मेजर्ड वैल्यू that we are also getting nearby same. Okay, again and again after nearby same 10.05, or we can say 9.98. Okay, so degree to which the measured value of quality characteristics agrees with the true value, which means these are the nearby to the true value. So that is called as accuracy. The difference between true value and measured value is known as error of measurement. Okay, so error will be defined as the, suppose the true value is 10 and we are getting as a result 10.505, so the error will be 0.05. So the difference between the true value and measured value is known as the error of measuring instrument. Now we move on further. It is practically difficult to measure exactly the true value, and therefore a set of observations is made whose mean value is taken as true value of the quantity measured. So it is practically difficult to measure exactly true value. Therefore, a set of observation is made whose mean value is taken as the true value. सो यहाँ पे जो भी मेजरमेंट है प्रैक्टिकली बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है कि जो ट्रू वैल्यू है सपोज हमको मेजर करनी है वो एग्जैक्टली पता चल जाए, लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि एग्जैक्टली नहीं पता चलने की वजह से हम क्या करते हैं, सेट ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशन नंबर ऑफ रीडिंग्स लेंगे और उसका मीन वैल्यू जो होगा वो हम ट्रू वैल्यू के लिए यूज करेंगे. ठीक है, नाउ the distinction between precision and accuracy will be very much clear from this figure. Here you can see in the first case there is it is highly high accuracy and high precision. As you can see the measured value what we are getting here, it is, suppose this is our standard portion, standard value is over here, and the what we be getting here, the bow arrow is hitting at the same position again and again, which means the accuracy and precision both are high, which means good accuracy and good precision. But here you can see the accuracy is low in the second case because the standard value we want is over here, but there is variation in the standard value or true value and what we are getting, but the measurements are very much close, which means they are precise, which means we are getting same result again and again. But here the true value, there is variation in true value and measured value, which means the accuracy is low but the precision is high. And when we look over here, there is on the in the third figure, there is low precision and low accuracy, as there is a scattered value we get from the measurement, or by this we can understand how the precision and accuracy differs. So accuracy is very often confused with the precision, though much difference. The distinction between precision and accuracy will become from the following example. Several measurements are made on component by different types of instrument. Suppose A, B, C, and the results are plotted in any set of measurements. The individual instruments are scattered about the mean, and the precision signifies how well the various measurements performed by same instrument on same quality characteristics agrees with each other. ओके, सो जो आगे हमने यहाँ पे ये फिगर देखी, ठीक है, ए बी सी सपोज थ्री इंस्ट्रूमेंट है, और उनके लिए जो मेजर्ड वैल्यू है वो है, और जो उसमें वेरिएशंस आ रहे हैं उसके हिसाब से हमने तीन कैटेगरी में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। अगर इंस्ट्रूमेंट एक्यूरेट है, precise है, so it will look like this. If it is low accurate with high precision, then it will have somewhat this, and if the instrument is having low accuracy and low precision, it will have diagram like this. So the difference between the mean of a set of reading on same quality characteristics and true value is called as error. Less the error, more accurate is the instrument. So in the figure we show that the precise, since the result, a number of measurement are close to the average value. However, there is large difference between the true and average value, and the reading taken by the instrument are scattered from the average value. Hence it is not precise but accurate, as there is a small difference between the average value and true value. And figure shows that the instrument is accurate as well as precise. We have seen, this is the description of the previous figure. Now let us discuss about the types of errors. Now, first type of error is instrument errors. There are many factors in design and construction of instruments that limit the accuracy attainable. Instruments are and instrument and standards process inherent inaccuracies, and certain additional inaccuracies develop with use and time. For example, improper selection and poor maintenance of instrument. There can be instrumental error. If there is fault of construction, result from finite width of knife edge, lost motion due to necessary clearance in gear teeth and bearing, excessive friction at the matching parts, then instrumental error can occur. Mechanical friction, wear, backlash, yielding of supports, pen or pointing drag, hysteresis of elastic member due to aging, there can be instrumental error. Unavoidable physical phenomenon due to friction, capillary attraction, imperfection, refraction. Capillary action, you might be knowing in the fluid that the in the tube, when we fill it with fluid, it will have not a flat surface but it will be having a curvature. Okay, so what will happen, suppose this is the one tube, so there can be possible error while measuring the value. Okay, imperfection in rarefaction, then assembly errors result from incorrect fitting of scale 0 with the respect to the axial 0 position of pointer, non-uniform division of scale, and bent or distorted pointers. If the pointer is distorted, then also the error can come. The assembly error do not alter with time and can be easily discovered and corrected. Okay, so if there is incorrect fitting of scale 0 with respect to the actual 0 position of pointer, then non uniform division on scale, जो स्केल है उसके ऊपर जो डिवीजन है वो इक्वल नहीं है, बेंट है, डिस्टॉर्शन है, सो ये सारे हम करेक्ट कर सकते हैं. लेकिन अनसर्टेनली इन मेजरमेंट ड्यू टू फ्रिक्शन एट मैचिंग पार्ट्स and pen and pointer drag is frequently reduced by gentle tapping of instruments. A vigorous tapping would, however, lead to delicate bearings being injured and thus increase the friction all the more. Okay. Second type of error is environmental errors. The instrument location and environment errors are introduced by using an instrument in condition different for which it has been designed, assembled, and calibrated. The different conditions of use may be of temperature, pressure, humidity, and altitude, the effect of temperature being predominant. So, a change in temperature may alter the elastic constant of spring and may change the dimension of a measuring element or linkage in system, or may alter the resistance value and flux densities of magnetic elements. So consider a mercury in glass thermometer being used for measurement of air temperature. The instrument will be located wrongly if during measurements the sun happens to be shining on the thermometer bulb. Similarly, bulb would indicate an effect of heat radiation if thermometer is placed too close to a window. Likewise, high air pressure would tend to compress the wall of bulb and force the mercury to rise within the capillary and thus give a spurious temperature reading. So there can be effect of heat radiation is it is placed close to the window. Environmental error alter with time and it is unpredictable in mirror. Okay, we cannot precisely say how much error occurred due to environmental effect. The following methods have been suggested to at least eliminate or at least reduce the environmental errors. Use of instrument under conditions for which it was originally assembled and calibrated. This may involve control of temperature, pressure, and humidity conditions, measuring the deviations in local condition from calibrated one, and then apply suitable corrections to instrument reading. Automatic compensation for departure from calibrated condition by using sophisticated devices. Make a completely new calibration under local conditions. The method chosen would depend on the local assessment of problem. Third type of error is translation and signal transmission error. So, as we have seen in the primary and secondary and tertiary measurement, there is requirement to translate the one output to the another form, suppose from linear measurement to the voltage form. So there can be error in translation or signal transmission. So the instrument may not sense or translate the measured effect with complete fidelity. The error also include non-capability of instrument to follow rapid change in measured quantity due to inertia and hysteresis effect. The transmission error creep in when transmitted signal is rendered faulty due to its distortion by resonance, attenuation, loss leakage, or being absorbed or otherwise consumed within the communication channel. The error may also result from unwanted disturbances such as noise, line pickup, hum, ripple, etc. So the error are remedied by calibration and by monitoring the signal at one or more points along its transmission path. Another error is observation error. There goes a saying that instruments are better than people who use them. Even when an instrument has been properly selected, carefully installed, and faithfully calibrated, shortcoming in measurement occur due to certain failing on part of observer. So the observation error may be due to parallax, which means there is apparent displacement when the line of vision is not normal to the scale. Suppose here it is our scale and there is a reading on it. So here what will happen if the vision is not in the straight line, which means the so the if we observer's eye is at here, suppose the observer eye is at here, we will get the perfect reading. Okay, but if the observer eye is at this position or this position, we will certainly get a parallax as an error, as we are supposed to measure this from this side, or if we are measuring or from this, then there can be displacement when line of vision is not normal to the scale. Inaccurate estimates of average reading, lack of ability to interpolate properties between graduations. Okay, so there is inaccurate estimation of average reading, lack of ability to interpolate properly between graduations. सो जो मार्क्स दिए होते स्केल में उनका इंटरप्रिटेशन गलत किया हो, इनकरेक्ट conversion of units in between consecutive readings and non simultaneous observations of interdependent quantities. कन्वर्जन गलत कर दिया, ठीक है. पर्सनल बायस, खुद की ऐसी टेंडेंसी हो टू रीड हाई और लो और एंटिसिपेट अ सिग्नल और रीड टू सुन, रॉन्ग स्केल रीडिंग, wrong reading of data. The poor mistake resulting from inexperience and carelessness of observer are obviously remedied with careful training and by taking independent reading of each item by two or more observers. Fifth type of error is operational error. A prerequisite to precise and meticulous measurement is that the instrument should be properly used Quite often, error are caused by the poor operation technique. Example, a differential type flow meter will read inaccurately if it is placed immediately after a valve or a bend. Second kind of is thermometer will not read accurately if the sensitivity portion is insufficiently immersed or is radiating heat to a colder portion of the installation. Third one is a pressure gauge will correctly indicate pressure only when it is exposed only to pressure which is to be measured. Okay. Fourth one is a steam calorimeter will not give true indication of dryness fraction of steam unless sample drawn correctly represents the condition of the steam. And the last error is systematic interaction errors. The act of measurement may affect the condition of the measurement and thus lead to uncertainty in the measurements. For example, introduction of thermometer alters the thermal capacity of system, provide extra path for heat leakage, and a ruler passed pressed against a body results in a differential deformation of body relative to the ruler. So an obstruction type flow meter may partially block or distribute the flow condition. Consequently, the flow rate shown by meter may not be the same as before meter installation. Reading shown by hand tachometer may vary with pressure with which it is pressed against the shaft. A millimeter would introduce additional resistance in circuit and thereby alter the flowing current by a significant amount. So this was about the systematic errors, and you can see here the comparison between the systematic error and random error. So the systematic error is the errors that are repetitive in nature, and random error are non-consistent. And systematic error result from the improper condition or procedures that are consistent in action, such as, and random error are inherent. Okay. Then systematic error, they except for personal error, all other error can be controlled in magnitude and sense. While in random error, there is specific cause, magnitude, or sense. These error cannot be determined from the knowledge of measurement system and condition. Then in systematic error, if the properly analyzed, they can be determined and reduced or eliminated. पर जो रैंडम एरर है वो इजीली एलिमिनेट नहीं हो सकती. फिर जो सिस्टमेटिक एरर है उसमें कैलिब्रेशन एरर्स आ सकती है, फिर वेरिएशन इन कांटेक्ट प्रेशर में हो सकता है, फिर वेरिएशन इन एटमॉस्फेरिक कंडीशन, फिर पैरेलक्स की एरर, मिसअलाइनमेंट एरर्स. और जो रैंडम एरर्स है उसमें जो है वो वेरिएशन इन पोजीशन ऑफ सेटिंग स्टैंडर्ड एंड वर्कपीस. वर्कपीस को सेट करने में एरर है सेटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स में. फिर डिस्प्लेसमेंट की एरर ऑफ लीवर जॉइंट्स ऑफ इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स, एरर रिजल्ट फ्रॉम बैकलैश और फ्रिक्शन. सो ये सारी जो एरर्स है वो रैंडम एरर्स में आएगी और ये सिस्टमेटिक एरर्स. सो दिस इज इट फॉर टुडेज लेक्चर. Thank you very much for listening me carefully. Have a nice day.